What up, players? So today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do a cam swap in your LS engine. Alright guys, so basically what you're gonna want to start off by doing is getting the coolant out of here. So drain the coolant. You're gonna want to get all the accessories off the front of the engine because we got to get down to the timing chain cover. We got to take off the crank pulley and yeah, basically make all the room in front of the engine for us to be able to open things up and get the cam out. So we're gonna start by draining the coolant, and then I'm gonna start unbolting things and getting all the pulleys off. You guys should be able to figure this stuff out. It's this giant bracket for the alternator and power steering pump. Have all these bolts here. Just get those bolts off. Obviously, take the belt off first. Right here at the tensioner pulley, loosen that up. Get the belt off, and then you're gonna get to your water pump. You're gonna remove that. If you have AC on your truck or car, you're gonna have the AC pump as well. Just disconnect everything there, pull the AC compressor off, and then the main one at the bottom, I don't know if you can see, is gonna be your crank pulley. Let's get to doing this. Once I get all of this stuff going, I'll keep you guys in the loop. Alright guys, so like I said, we got the coolant drained, or it's draining right now. And now you're gonna want to start with the tension pulley, just like that. You get a 15mm on it, hit it up a little bit, and now you got the belt off. So now you can start cracking away at all these accessories, water pump, alternator, bracket, like I said. So these are pretty self-explanatory. A lot of them, like the water pump, has like 6 bolts. This bracket's got a couple bolts, and then make sure you disconnect hoses and go from there, guys. So I'm about to rip all this stuff off the front end, and I'll show you guys the next step. Alright guys, so I ripped out the water pump right now. This truck had these spacers. It was running these spacers. I don't know if it was just for this fitting or to push that pump out. Maybe the pump doesn't match everything, but anyway, I got that pump out. Now we're gonna go onto the bracket here with the power steering. This truck has hydro boost, and even if it didn't, you still got to drain the power steering fluid. So I'm gonna disconnect it down here, drain the power steering fluid. Once it's done, I'll be able to pull this whole bracket off, and then the only thing we got to mess with is the crank pulley. So I got a tool from AutoZone to pull that off, and I'll show you guys once we're pulling that off. Alright guys, so we pulled off the bracket. There's only 4 bolts holding it onto the block. There's one at the bottom, and then those 3 right here. So we pull that out now. And now, last but not least, the crank pulley. Also, you gotta pull this bolt out first. So that thing's like at something over 200 pounds of torque. So if it's the first time it's coming off, it's gonna be kind of tough to pull it. But if you have a strong enough impact gun, you should be able to get it out, or a breaker bar. Okay guys, so I got this Chrysler harmonic balancer puller from AutoZone. There's a number if you want to use it. Looks like this. I don't know why it's for Chrysler, but this is what works on here. So if you could see on the crank pulley, it has a little tab right there. So there's 3 of those, which this is gonna line up to. So you're gonna sit this in place, and it's gonna hook onto that. So you gotta get it onto all 3. And then also, after you take the bolt out, you gotta choose which pin is gonna fit the best, so you still have enough thread for this to go in. So I'm gonna set it up. But I got it all set up here now. It's tight. You gotta make sure you stop the crank pulley from spinning. So I got a pry bar in there holding it, and you can see right there where it's coming off. So slowly coming off.
Take the fucking pry bar out.
So you can see now where this tool is grabbing on all 3 spots like that. So alright guys, now we're on the timing chain cover. So Bethel's breaking all those bolts right now, and we're gonna pull the timing chain cover off. Make sure you have all your coolant drained out and your oil drained out, all your fluids drained out. Alright guys, make sure when you're taking off the timing cover, you don't forget to remove the lower bolts. They're down there by the oil pan. Just make sure you pull those off before you start trying to pry the timing chain cover off. Alright guys, once you guys get this cover off, the next step is putting the old bolt back in, and you're gonna use that to turn the engine. You're gonna want to match this pin here, or this little dot or whatever. There's another one down there, if you could see it on top there. You gotta match them. So before you start taking any of this off, the chain, you're gonna want to match those two spots. So that will spin the spin it a little bit. You could see. You don't want to start it, you don't want to spin it too fast because then you might start the motor. Also, make sure you guys get your valve covers off. Simple 10mm bolts and 8mm bolts. The 10 is to remove the coil pack bracket off the valve cover. And then the 8mm is for the valve cover bolts themselves. There's only 4 across. So get those off, get them out the way as well. Alright guys, so first make sure you get the rockers off. Some of them are gonna have some spring pressure on them, so you might have to crank it a little bit, crank the motor a little bit, just to relieve that pressure. But the ones that are loose, you could go ahead and loosen them all up, break them with the ratchet. Alright guys, so once you get all the rockers loose, you're able to pull them all out all together, the whole assembly, and then you could go ahead and pull out the push rods. Same thing, make sure you get both sides out, and then you continue. Alright guys, once you break all the bolts loose, the whole tray should come out. And get all the push rods out as well. But now, once you got these lined up, you see you got your mark there, and you got your mark there, right in the center. You could see it. Okay, so now you got those points lined up. Now you want to go ahead and remove those 3 bolts from the timing chain sprocket here. Get the chain off, and then we'll get access to behind where the cam is. Alright guys, now we got the bolts out. Now we're able to take the chain off. Just set the chain to the side and remove the sprocket. Now there's our cam. So we're gonna have to remove this retaining plate as well. There's just these 4 simple bolts also. That plate is basically holding the cam inside. So in order to pull it out, we're gonna have to pull off that plate. Alright guys, now we're about to remove the plate.
Got the 4 bolts.
We got the 4 bolts off. Literally just comes off. In order to prevent the lifters from dropping, you could stick some dowels into these 2 holes right here. It's these 2. Sushi place, you pick up your chopsticks and then you go ahead and just slide them into these 2 holes right here. So that's gonna prevent the lifters and everything from falling inside. So now everything's ready and you can pull the cam out. So you just use those 3 bolts to give you a better grip. And once it comes out the first hole, it tilts down a little bit, so you gotta kind of wiggle it, put all the weight up in the back of it. Alright guys, so this is the cam that we're gonna be installing. This is a stage 2 truck cam from BTR. Here's the specs if you care. If not, please see the back. There's nothing on the back. So comes with the sticker. Sure. Here's a cam, stage 2 truck cam V2, and then it comes with this kit comes with the valve springs, and these are the springs. Specs on the springs, and it comes with the valve stem seal kit. Basically these. So we're gonna get to throwing the cam back in, and once the cam's in place, I'll start showing you guys how to replace the springs. Easy thing. I also ordered this little tool from Amazon, little spring compressor kit, and yeah, I'll show you guys right now. Alright guys, I also ordered this Lucas assembly lube for the cam. I've seen people use other stuff, but when we've done a couple cam swaps, we use this stuff. Good stuff. So Beto's he's getting the gloves ready so he could do it.
Where the white women at?
Alright guys, about to lube this thing up. Beto's favorite part of doing a cam swap. Let me see if
I volunteered to do this part.
Just make sure you get this thing nice and lubed up, and then basically we're gonna do a reverse process on what we just did to install it and cover everything back up. So alright, enough of this. You can follow this on Beto's other channel. Alright Alright, now that Bethel's done with his OnlyFans video, I'm gonna throw the cam in. I guess you gotta see this part on the OnlyFans also.
You gotta subscribe to see that part.
Alright, so throwing the cam in, guys. Just make sure you're gonna have to like
Finesse it.
finesse the way in,
Gentle,
wiggle, and get those lobes in, boy. Alright, guys, so the cam's in. Now reverse the whole process. Now you can take the dowels out, and
Put that plate on first.
you're gonna get the retaining plate bolted back on with those 4 bolts, and then we'll move from there. Alright, guys, so got the plate on, the cam sprocket on there properly. Make sure you reline those pins like we did when we first took it off. That way it goes in the exact same position. Alright, guys, so now we got the timing chain cover on. We're just gonna get all the bolts in there and just leave them on there like hand tight, because with the crank pulley being installed, it's gonna align that timing cover to where it needs to be. So we'll get them in there hand tight, throw the pulley on there. Once the pulley's fully installed, then we'll go ahead and start torquing all the rest of the bolts, and make sure we don't forget those bottom oil pan ones as well. Alright, guys, finish up the cam swap part of this video. So now we're going to be moving to the spring swap. We're going to be changing to the new springs that we came with this kit, and I'm going to be showing you guys step by step. This is going to be real easy. I'm going to show you on one set of springs, and then I'm going to just move across and do them all. It's going to be the same all the way across.
California rolling?
Alright, guys, you're going to want to set up the tool like this. Basically where the rockers were bolted in place is where that bracket's going to mount to, and then it should have a hole on the bottom so that you can use the actual second piece to sit over the springs, and when you tighten the bolt, it's gonna pull that down, compress the springs, and then you gotta remove those little C-clips. So as you can see, setting it up now, we're using a socket as a little spacer because that bolt came really long. So once you start tightening this part down, the springs will start getting compressed, and those clips are going to be exposed. You just got to pull those out with like a little magnet.
Alright, cool.
Just like that. So once you get those C-clips out, let me show you them over here. Once you get these clips out, make sure you put them away because you're going to need them right now. Take the bracket off. Then you can go ahead and remove the springs. So once you take the springs off, you just want to pull the hats out.
Hello.
And we're replacing them with new hats. So throw the new hats in. Alright, guys, once you got the springs on, make sure you put the little hats on top as well. And then you're going to throw the tool back on, and you're going to tighten it up. Once it's tightened, the springs will be compressed all the way down, and you should be able to throw in those little clips. So once you get those clips on, you're able to back the tool off and the spring will be installed. That's basically what you're gonna have to do for all 8 of the springs on each side. Alright, players, we just finished up throwing the rockers back on, and now we got our nice new springs, the new hats, and the cams installed. So that was basically step by step, guys. Now you're able to throw your valve covers back on and put all your basically coil packs and everything back together, plug everything back in, and that should be good to go. So alright, players, so I didn't make an outro for this video again, but basically after that we just threw all the accessories back on and everything closed up well. But thanks for sticking to the end. Hopefully this video helped you out, and if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments and I should be able to help you out. So thanks for watching, guys.